So I met this man. I'm out and about, and we were talking about real estate. And he had invited me over to his place because he said he was remodeling and wanted to get some insight on, what he was doing, some of the things that he was doing. I said, no problem, I can do that. So, a couple of days later go by, and I go over to his place and we sit there. He offers me a drink. I don't drink, so I took some tea or water or something like that. But he starts asking me about, you know, the post that I had made about the neighborhood, about, the properties being on the market and expiring, one of those particular posts, right? But at the same time, while he was talking, he received a phone call from someone saying that they were at the gate getting ready to come in, and come to find out it was a plumber. So when the plumber came, he let him in. When the plumber came to the front door, he let him in. He said, "You know where you got to go, and just go ahead and take care of business, and let me know if you need anything, right?" And so he came back to me and said, "Yeah, I'm going to be having some additions done. I'm going to have a different type of hot water, instant hot water system installed and all of that, right?" I said, "That's cool. That's going to, make it a little bit more efficient, efficiency that, brings value to the house, right?" And I said, and so we were looking around the house, and I looked and I saw that he had a pool and stuff like that, and a very, very nice kitchen. It was an open kitchen layout. So I said, that's nice too, as well. I'm thinking, and I'm saying it out loud, thinking it to myself and saying it out loud, right? And then, just as we were getting ready to go back towards the his office, he got another phone call, and it was a little electrician, he putting lights around the pool, and he's having some other type of things that, the electrician has to do. So he was talking to the electrician, and I'm standing there, can't help but hear it. And he was just telling the electrician what he wanted, and, he didn't have any particular words or how to describe it, but he was coming up with ways to say, "This is what I wanted done around the pool." And the electrician, I could tell on the other end, was saying, "Okay, I can get it done. I can get it done. Just let me know when you want to get started." And he was saying, "Yeah, I'm here all day. I have the plumber here doing things, so you can come as well." And electricians say, "Actually, I can come, and I'll get started today, or at least start assessing, the property, the pool area, and see what you want done," right? So we go back to his office area, and he was telling me more and more about, the property, when he bought it, how much he paid for it, and some of the improvements that he made to it. Let me tell you, this is some of the things that he did to the property will not be actually realized as improvements to the property. They're just going to be like added features, and some of it was, quite costly, but neither here nor there, right? So he eventually gets around to say, "Stan, let me ask you this here. You've been in the business for a while. You've been in it for a long time. Okay, so let me ask you, in detail, how would you sell my property?" Let me ask you a question. You, agents, what would be your answer after hearing what I just said about this interaction? And as a overall question, how would you answer that particular question? Respond in the comments. I'll tell you what I said after I see a few comments. Cool.